So here's how I did to update my hard drive from SSD from HDD hard disk drive to SSD. So I already connected. Here's my SSD right here, and here's my hard disk. So you need a power supply and SATA cable. So the power supply, you can get any of these existing ones, so just make sure it's the SATA power. And then you might need to purchase one of the SATA cable, and then you'll have to look for the SATA connection on your motherboard, which is if you can see, just this SATA cable looks like this, so like that. Yeah, so all of this is my DVD drive, and one is the hard disk, and one is SSD. So you just connect the power and the SSD and SATA cable, and then you'll just start and go to the BIOS and then set up from there. You need to make sure that your boot will be your primary drive, your hard disk existing, and then make sure that your system is seeing your HDD, your SSD, and then you can migrate from there. And also,
Okay, so now we are going to migrate your operating system and your data from your existing hard drive to your SSD, your solid state drive. So I use this MiniTool partition wizard. You can Google it and you'll be directed to this website. So when you're here, I just click free download and then download now. It's just free software. This is the easiest software I used. I tried some other, but this is straightforward. This is just click and migrate. Okay, so let's wait for this to finish. This small file. So press install. So next, and install. Okay, and finish. Okay, so when you start application, just launch application. So here you can see I have this one and this two. This two is my SSD. So you just choose which one to use and then just click start. So make sure it will be emptied. So then you have some few options here. You can choose to resize the hard drive. So it has an option if your hard drive is your SSD is smaller than your existing data or hard drive. Then you also have options to change how many data and how many space you're going to use for which data if you want it to be partitioned. But you can easily partition this later on if you want. So I suggest just go with the default, but you still have the option. Okay, and then so just click whatever is applicable to you. Next. Okay, then by finish. Okay, so it doesn't do anything when you click finish. You still have to check apply for it to proceed. Okay, and then when you click apply, it will do its thing. Okay, apply changes. There we go. Yeah. Let's click and we're done.
So it's restarted and then it will continue. If you have the 2 hard drive in there, and you might encounter like it will ask, or it will say it didn't found a valid operating system. That means you have to choose which hard drive you're going to start the operating system with. So you have to choose still the first your original hard drive when it's started. So you'll have the partition wizard will proceed to doing the migration. So you'll just have to wait for that, and take around say, it depends on how many files you have. So I'll suggest you clean up your hard drive first. So you'll just have to wait for it to finish, and then it will restart again, and then yeah, I'll see you later again. So now it restarted. So you have to depends on how you set your how you plug in the hard drives. I'll have to choose the SSD to boot. So you see now I'm using the SSD. That's where my operating system is. And there it is. Okay, so you can see from here. So this one right here is the SSD. Should say only can see from here. It says it's solid state drive. So SSD. That's what I'm using right now. See, optimize. And that is. So that's how you migrate. It's easy steps.